What's going on, guys? So we're back yet again for another movie review. We're finally going to be going over ZooTopia 2. So I was really happy I was able to watch the first one before this one came out, and I'm going to go ahead and say this right off the bat. They apparently did very well with this movie financially, because from what I read, again, it's still going to probably come out more that this movie made apparently $1 billion, which is relatively new within Disney as of late. I think the last movie that did very well for them was Lilo and Stitch, because of all the stuff that Disney has been known to do in the last 5 to almost 10 years. And I'm very happy that this movie has done well, because it deserved it. And I really enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed this one. But if you guys are a fan of ZooTopia and you're kind of wondering, is it going to be as good as the first one, or is it going to have an agenda or something like that? It really didn't. It didn't at all. It was a very good story. It kept to the characters. It kept to the story itself, because you have where, again, Nick and Judy, they are still partners. They are pretty much known for taking down the former mayor, and then when they do that, Judy thinks that every case is going to be a blown up case, and they keep messing up, and then they get told by their boss, hey, if you keep messing up, I'm going to basically, y'all aren't going to be partners no more. So they have to go to therapy and all that kind of stuff, and Judy says she saw a snake, which, again, snakes have not been in Zootopia since ever, and as soon as that happens, they come across this one snake where he is trying to regain his family's name because of them being wrongfully accused of doing something back then, and Judy and Nick become part of the conspiracy because it was really a family of another animal that messed up the legacy of the reptiles, and the reason why the reptiles were so pushed out, and the reason why they're kind of in hiding, and they have their own banishment town, so to speak, and they have to work with this one otter who, she runs a podcast. She knows a lot about reptiles, and she helps them out. And then what happens is we see where Nick and Judy have issues with their partnership, and him trying to tell her, that's not worth it, that's not worth getting yourself hurt or anything of that nature. And she slowly starts coming to the grips of, maybe not every case is worth it, but this one is. And it kind of goes through of not only their relationship, but also really going into the facts of that you got to be there for one another, and it doesn't matter where you come from. And it really goes into, for the Snake's character, Gary, of what happened to him, because it was his grandmother or great-grandmother or whatever, that it was her idea for Zootopia. It wasn't a mammal, it was a reptile. And when one of the ones found out about this to encourage to give the money, what happened was it went badly, because he wanted the fame, he wanted the money, and he framed her for a crime she didn't commit. And so he demolished that whole town, and it was buried underneath a certain area. And so that's the reason why there was a book that was on display while they had to get the book and be able to provide information of where this location was, and also prove that the reptiles were not to blame. Now, again, I think this was a great story. I think that I was very happy to see all the cast come back. Jason Bateman, we had Jennifer Gooding in here. We had, of course, the return of many other characters. We had Matt Shakir return as that one singer in the movie, and then we had what was really cool, Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song playing in this film, which was really cool, because that was, I think, one of the first things they played in together, if I'm not mistaken, or the second thing, but that was cool. And then we also got to see other voice actors, and we had a lot of Easter eggs in here, surprisingly. We had Easter eggs for several movies. We even had 2 horror Easter eggs. That was really shocking. We had one for The Shining, we had one for Hannibal Lecter, which I'm very shocked they put that in a Disney movie to begin with, because, again, of how Disney is to begin with anyway. But I truly enjoyed this movie. There was a lot of action adventure. The animation was very good. The comedy was very good. I really enjoyed the character Nick that was played by Jason Bateman. I think he's one of my favorite characters, or my favorite character in the franchise, especially from the first movie with him and that one Toot that's like his little partner in crime. So I love those characters. It's really funny. I think my favorite from the first one was the whole one he's like, what, no kiss, kiss, bye-bye for daddy? And the one's like, you kiss me again, I'll bite get your face off, you know, stuff like that. It's just, I love these characters, and I find it funny. Again, it took me a while to get back into certain Disney movies, especially older Disney movies that I have not seen in a long time, or I never watched to begin with, because I really grew away from Disney growing up, and then I decided to go ahead and give it another shot. But the way Disney is, you never know if it's going to be good, bad, or some kind of an agenda, or something that's going to stray you away from the movie or its characters or the story. And they didn't do that in this film, and for it being I believe it's a Disney Pixar film, they still did very good, and I'm very happy with the progress that they made in this film. So if you guys have not seen Zootopia 2, definitely give it a shot if you're a fan of the first one. They have a lot of the same elements, so let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day, and also check out the movie and let me know what you think. So I'll see you on the next one, as always.